Hello, everybody, and today I'm here to review Elio. This came out in June. It is a Pixar movie, of course, and like every year, I always review a Pixar movie. I gotta say, this was a kind of a meh year for Pixar, since I think this is the only one that came out. I've not seen certain Pixar movies. I definitely want to do a Pixar movie marathon in the future for sure, since I have a lot of respect for Pixar. But with Toy Story 5 coming out this year, I'm definitely going to see that in theaters, hopefully, since I'm a huge Toy Story fan. But the whole Pixar saga, I guess, decided to go back to space. And it stars a little boy named Elio. I forget who he's played by, but he's played by a young actor who was also voicing Damien in the little Batman cartoon that's on Amazon, the Merry Little Batman. So I thought that was cool. But it's about this boy who has dreams of going to space and seeing what's up there. But since he lives with his aunt, since his parents aren't around, for some reason, he decides to be on the lookout for some aliens until he gets picked up by a UFO, and that's where he discovers that there's a whole big world of aliens. Last time we had a space movie, it was Lightyear, and yeah, that movie made a lot of people mad. I don't know why. I think it's people are just always mad about something. But for this movie, I just didn't see a lot of people talking about it. One of my online friends saw this movie and he thought it was bland. Honestly, I kind of see his point, since when I did see it, I thought it was fine. I thought the boy protagonist, he was fine. He's just a curious boy who wants to explore space, and he meets some alien friends, and we deal with the typical movie tropes. The kid gets bullied. He doesn't really get along with his aunt until later in the movie they do bond, and it's actually nice to see them bond. I think the aunt's voiced by Zoe Saldana. I could be wrong in that. But the aunt's she basically works at the army. She is always busy, and Leo's just wanting to just do things on his own until he tries to build an invention. But of course, he gets his eye hurt by one of the bullies, and that's where he does almost get jumped by them again. That's where he does go to space, but he meets these worm-looking aliens. I forget what their names are. You know me, I'm not good with names for characters I don't really know, but what they use is these robot things, kind of like Iron Man, where they jump into these suits and it gives them mechanical abilities where they can just shapeshift into anything. And we do meet our main alien character whose father is the main bad guy. It's this dude who wants to take over Earth, I'm pretty sure, until he realizes that he could be a good father to his main son, who is endangered throughout this whole movie. It's mainly Elio trying to explore this whole world and not wanting to go back to Earth. So he meets this blue looking thing. It looks adorable, but he makes a clone of him, and you can tell the difference because he doesn't have an other eye, and he literally goes to Earth where his aunt does find him, and the two end up sort of bonding until she figures out that this is a clone. And it just looks way freaky, honestly, for her. But he's able to just explain everything. And I thought that was hilarious, of course. But once everything starts coming in place, one of the bully characters ends up apologizing to Elio once he does go back to Earth and he realizes his friend is endangered. And the two basically team up and sort of become best friends. And they're able to rescue him and convince the father that he could be there for his son, and he just wants to rip apart his suit And once the mom figures things out, the two team up and they go to space. And probably the best part of this movie was the visuals. I do think Pixar has really gone a long way and made some really great animation. Just everything just looks so almost live action, just a little bit. We do get some space planetarium scenes that almost feels like we'd be seeing the first landing of the rocket. Of course, it just looks so... There's just so much to look at for these movies. It just feels sad that Pixar could have so many opportunities of exploring different worlds. It just doesn't feel well executed. Like Elementals, for example. It was tough for me to watch Elementals. Like, I did love the world of Elementals, where everyone has, like, this sort of element, whether they're fire, water, nature. This is just, like, a bunch of random, goofy-looking aliens that look totally rad to look at. There definitely reminds me of maybe some other random animated stuff I saw as a kid, of course. But, maybe kids would like this movie. Maybe you could just watch it with the kids, and yeah, they'll probably just be okay with it. Honestly, if I'm picking Pixar movies, it's definitely Toy Story for sure. Honestly, I don't know, do you people prefer Lightyear over this movie, since a lot of people still randomly hate that movie for whatever reason, like I said. So, yeah, I don't really have too much to say about this movie, so sorry if this review I missed some things, but I did rewatch it, sort of. But I probably give this movie probably just a 6 out of 10, like it was fine. Like, I don't really see myself going back to this movie. But maybe in the Pixar Marathon I would. But the next movie review will be Freakier Friday. I've not even reviewed the first one, so be on the lookout for that. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.